Vo, and welcome to our nail art lesson. So today we're gonna learn about clear texture gel and this embossed design right here. These are popular now, but a lot of people still struggle with learning how to do it correctly, especially having all these lines blending into each other. So today I'm gonna show you how to use the right product for it. And everything that I use today is available at www.tinovo.shop. Now, let's get ready for the lesson. So, before we start using clear texture gel, let me explain what's going on here. I'm going to use this design to show you how clear texture gel works. So, everybody loves this. It's an incredibly popular style right now. Some people call it a seashell pattern, but basically it's made up of a bunch of embossed lines to help enhance the design. But the closer it is, the better. But you see, most people, they go through the same problem, which is these lines, when they draw it, it's blend in together. And despite of it being blown up in social media, still a lot of nail tech in a typical salon, they experience that issue. And of course, you want to blame yourself. You'll be like, oh, I'm not good enough, or maybe I'm not ready. But no, that is so far from the truth. The truth is, it's all based in the product. And it's about the product choice that you made. So let's take out another nails. And I am going to use this 3D jelly. You see, this 3D jelly, you might be very familiar with its kind because it's a builder gel. Now, it's not a normal type of builder gel. It is a no-wipe embossed gel and it's kind of here chrome on. It also has slow and controlled bloom. So it's a pretty unique kind of builder gel, but it's still a builder gel. So what people do is that they will look at these and they will be like, oh, well, it must be a builder gel. So they will take out their builder gel and they will take out a brush. And then they will start drawing. So start doing one line. And then they move to the second line. But you see what builder gel is that you use it to build a nails, right? So when you build a nail, it has to be cell level. What that mean when I say cell level, meaning it's smooth out on its own. So when you apply a bead of gel to make a nails, it can go ahead and smooth out so you don't have to waste a lot of time filing it. It makes the surface nice and smooth, which is awesome, but you see, for a design like this, it's very dangerous. Because, let me zoom in. Because what builder gel would do in the design like this, as you can see, it's already happening. It would try to smooth out on its own because that's what it's made to do. And when it's doing that, all of these lines that you do, it was try to blend together. And this is where people go wrong. See? Let's finish the whole nail. So just to let you see what's happening right here. And if you mess with the design like this, you might experience the same thing that I'm experiencing right now. This can stress a lot of people out. As you can see here. See, it's already blend back together. A lot of people experience that problem. So they just don't understand why is people on social media able to do this so well. So let's bring you back to clear texture gel. You see, I make clear texture gel way different. Let's zoom out. So what it is it's opposite than 3D jelly. It's not cell level. Let's take it out. It can also apply chrome. They both doesn't need top coat. but they are opposites from each other's, because what this is when I apply it on, it don't trying to do this. It's not going to be cell level. Let's take our palette. See, what you want to try to do is not taking a brush and dip it in like this, because unlike 3D jelly, which is very smooth, okay, this right here, when you dip it in, you're going to feel impact. It's still very smooth to draw, but you see, when you dip it in, you have to know how to dip it. Me, I go in and I twirl a little bit, and I take it out. Okay, that's what I do. But for beginner, they don't know, and some people would like poke in the brush in here. And it's not like poking into a water surface. Okay, this gel have a little impact on it. So what I do is I take out an engraver right here, and I will scoop this and put on top of a palette. And that's the reason why I'm doing that, because this gel are very sensitive to light. So if you have a certain kind of lighting that is strong enough, it can kill this gel. So you want to put it out and then you close the lid. So this is how you do it, just like that. I rarely work with this gel with the lid open the whole time. I always put a little bit out on the palette. Now, how I pick up the gels, I'm using a 10mm liner. You can also welcome to use an embossed brush, which is thicker, more beginner friendly. But you see, I like the tails really fine when it go in. So that's why I choose the 10mm liners. Now, I will take my brush. I will swoop it right at the tips. Because when I lay in a bit right down here, okay, I want the majority of gel to be gone. So when I drag it out, the tail are very nice and thin. Do you see that? So if you take gel on the entire body of your brush, tip and body at the same time, then when you slap it on, you're not going to run out gel. So your tail wouldn't be nice and thin. It will be bulky. So you just want to take gel right at the tip like this. See, right at the tips. And then you place it on the nails. And then when you drag it in, you slowly lift your brush so you don't have a lot of pressure on it. Let me show you what it looks like side view. So you plane the bead down. You see how my brush is right now? But when I run, I slowly lifted my brush. So the only thing that touching the surface is the tips. That way the pressure is nicer. And I'm gonna do the entire nails, and I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna talk a lot why I'm doing this, because I wanna show you the difference. This gel, you can take hours and hours of doing this, and when you're done, it will be exactly like this. It will not run anywhere. And you see how I painted this gel? It's standing still. That doesn't mean that it's hard. A lot of people try to use like crystal gel. Oh, and it's so difficult to design because it's not a gel that you use for drawing. It's a gel that you use to apply crystal. So when they use to draw, it's almost impossible. But you see, what this gel can do is can also apply crystal because of its ability. A lot of people love it for crystal, and I heard review that crystal will stay for months and months when they use this gel. But you see, it's not an average gel. This gel can do a lot of things. And that is a type of stuff that I'm looking for, is gel that can do multitask. You see here, I'm almost done already with this design. Okay, just like this. So for a person that doesn't have these unique gels, does that mean that they couldn't do it? No. they still can make it work with a builder gel. But what they have to do is they have to draw one line, and then they stop. And then they draw another line, and then they stop. And then they cure in between. That is what they do. But you see here, I already finished my design, and look at these lines. They stay exactly where they are. But you see, people doesn't, especially people that not knowledgeable enough with product, they couldn't tell the difference between two products. You know what I mean? For them, it just, they both clear, they both bulky. So a lot of people mistake this strategy of design using a builder gel. But in reality, it's been used with something totally different that only master nail artists have. For the rest of the nail artists out there, they have no clue what we use for this type of design. So this is a daily struggle right here. And this is how they deal with it. A lot of people, the one that can manage, will take a builder gel and they would draw a line like this. And then they will cure it. Okay. And you have to cure for at least like 3 or 4 seconds, because what happens is when a person cure a builder gel too fast, especially if it really raised and embossed and they cured it not enough, what happens is the bead, it will start bursting on people. And if it happens, I'll show you. But this is what they have to do, is they have to draw one line at a time, and then they have to stop, and they have to cure, and then have to go back, take more gels. So you can see that this take a lot of time off your plate. Just to do this repeatedly like this. Just like that. And this is what I have to do back in the old day. Back in the old day, before I have unique product, I have to do this. I have to stop and cure, stop and cure. And it still does it. Look. See right here? It still does it because I don't cure it enough. So it's still trying to blend. The part that doesn't cure is trying to blend out. And sometimes it's blend really fast. If you work on matte surface, it might be a little more forgiving. But if you work on shine surface, sometimes it blend way faster before you have a chance to even cure it. Especially for beginner who doesn't work fast enough. So even with this solution, there's still a bunch of issue when it comes to using builder gel for this type of design. And it's just never the same. It's never as pretty as when they use a correct gel for this. I'm gonna finish this and I'm gonna give it one final cure. And I'm just going to serve it up to you. You see it here, I use clear texture gel. Still amazing, and this haven't even cured yet. See this? It haven't even cured, it's still wet. But the thing is, it's frozen in time. It doesn't move or budge. But yet very smooth to draw. And this, even though you can use a builder gel and you can cure in between, if you see here, it's still not as pretty. Some of the details still trying to blend together. Oh, look at that. See, it's still trying to blend. Because for me to make sure that it's completely solid, I have to cure 60 seconds, but I don't have time to do that. I can only afford flash cure. So this is a very common problem for people. Let's go ahead and cure everything. Let's take this. Let me close this lid. So, does that mean that this is a bad product? Oh, absolutely not. It just means that this is completely opposite from this. And you might be very familiar with this kind as a builder gel. But what this is, 3D jelly and clear embossed jelly, they're both similar. It's just embossed because it's in a tube. So it's easy for you to do emboss. But these gel cover a wide range of design. And they do what this gel have difficult time of doing. Because they're opposite. They complement each other's. But that's gonna be a whole another lesson. The reason why I bring this product out to play, because I want to make an example for you guys to see what people go wrong when they use a wrong product instead of the right product for a certain design. So I'm gonna put this one right here. And then I put this one right here just for you to see the difference between the two products. But what I am gonna do next, I'm gonna drag out my caviar beads. Now, these kind of bead, you guys, can make a design so fancy. Let's go ahead and use silver. See, I have a little bit of silver left. Now, when I do this, I take out a little paper towels and I put on the lid and I pour this right in here. The reason is, back in the day when I use a brush to dip into the container, sometimes gel, because I have to use gel to make the brush sticky. Sometimes I dip into this container right here and it makes it sticky, and sometimes the bead stick together and it's very inconvenient when you use it to do art. So what I did is I pour it out on a paper towel. So if the gel sticks to the paper towel, it's okay. I can throw this away. Now the brush that I use is a 10mm liner. And what I'm doing is I dip into this gel, clear texture gels. I submerge my brush in it. Okay. But I don't take this and pick up bead. There's way too much gel on this brush. So what you want to do is you want to take a paper towel and you wipe it. So it's not going to wipe all the gel up completely. There's still going to be some gel left on the brush. But now it's not cakey and muddy with gel. So you can pick it up easily and you can release it on the surface easily. It will try to go away, well, when the surface has gel on it. But when you have a lot of gel on your brush, what happens is when you release it, the brush that you use to release the bead onto the gel line, sometimes the bead doesn't want to let go. And that's not very good. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take clear texture gel right here. And I am going to draw a line around the fringe so I can put bead on it. Okay. Now remember taking the paper towels and wipe your brush. Let me zoom it in. My bead right here. Okay, so I already have gel on here. I'm going to pick up my bead. When you touch it, it sticks immediately because there's gel on the brush. But when you release it, it's hold on to the gel surface right away because there's not a lot of gel on my brush. So that is what I'm talking about. If you have a lot of gel on your brush, it will not let go very easily. And it's going to be messy because you're going to take the brush with the bead and you're going to splash it around trying to let it go, and it wouldn't let go, and it's just a big hot mess by the end of it, and you're not gonna like that. And a lot of people are scared of working with bead like this because, again, they don't know what product to use. So to them, this is extremely scary. It's gonna take a long time. They have to fix the bead, and if you work with bead before like this, you will know that it's gonna slip and slide on you. meaning this line that you're trying to make it perfect, it's not going to stay perfect. It's going to try to slip and it's going to distort the bead lines. And you don't want that. But you see here, every bead that I lay on here stay exactly where it is. Now, this is where it gets fun for people that work with bead, especially people that know what product to use. A lot of my customers, we have a lot of good review. For people that work with bead, this is a lifesaver for them. The day that they discover this, they don't hold back when it comes to bead, because you can see how beautiful it make a design already. It can easily transform a $10 design into a $20 design or even more. It looks luxurious. People love it. And some people love bead more than crystal. The smaller the bead, the better it is. What I'm using is 0.6 millimeter bead. And it's a small bead that I have right now. Later on, I might have even smaller bead. But the smaller, the better, because you can use it for line work like this. You can draw any kind of line, and then you can put the bead on. And as you can see here, I'm talking while I'm doing the bead. So if you are focused, you might get it done faster. But the thing is, there is no struggle with this. So people doesn't get scared when they work with bead. And anybody that worked with bead before that doesn't have the right material, when I pull out the bead, you might be like, oh, here you go again. Crazy little bead. But as you can see here, I'm done in half an hour. And I barely focus. I'm talking while I'm doing this. And I'm shaking it. There's nothing happened to this bead line. Wherever you place it, it stays exactly where it is. You can even go back and adjust it. See, push it around. If you saw any imperfection, you push it around. And it listens to you. It's obey. Where before, when you use a builder gel, you can try to fix it as much as possible, but it's blending right back. It doesn't listen. And after this, I should use builder gel to give you a nice example of how the bead can really go crazy. See, this one is really big. Let me take it out. Put in a small one. Okay, go all the way up. Sometimes I'm lucky I get 2 beads. I don't want to get too many beads because I really love to work with 1 bead at a time. Sounds scary, right? A lot of people try to do all the bead all at once just because the material doesn't work well, so they don't have patience. But when you find a material that suits with your work like this, a product that works for you, you become obsessed with perfection. You will no longer be scared of working with 1 bead at a time to make sure you can control the shape of the nail. This is like doing line work, but easier because you don't have to use your line work skill or your drawing skill for a line. You can just sit there and pick up 1 bead at a time. See that this bead right there is stuck together. Just another example of why I'm doing it this way on the paper towels. So your bead doesn't get stuck together. Already almost done. And when it's done, I don't want it to be over just because I'm so obsessed with it. And I gone through the struggle back in the old day, of course. Back in the old day, I used builder gel. And I have such a hard time with it. Look at that. Look at how beautiful it is. Okay, so let me go ahead and take out another nail. Let's take out this awful one since I use the builder gel. Let's use the same builder gels to apply bead on. Let's do that. I feel like I put 3D jelly on such a bad spot today, but I need to use it because it's opposite than clear texture gel right here. And I need to use it to show you guys what people have gone wrong by choosing the wrong material. But later on, there's going to be a whole another lesson about 3D jelly right here that will blow you away. It's very special, just not with this technique right here. This technique require its cousin, clear texture gel. See, they complement each other because they're opposite than each other. And I love to have products that are opposite than each other because whatever this product cannot do, the other product can do very well. So that's why I'm teaching you guys what to use to save you a lot of time so you don't have to blame yourself. You don't have to be like, oh, I'm not good enough. It's not that. You just have been using the wrong product the whole time. You see, one thing about this is that it doesn't hold the bead well because, of course, it's a cell level gel. It will try to blend in. It will try to run on you because that's what it does. It's its job and responsibility to do so. So you couldn't blame something that do an exact thing that it's made to do, you know. Okay, I'm gonna fill up this side. That's 3 beads that stuck together. See, I have to fix this side a little more using this gel because it keeps slipping and sliding. See, I have to fix this one more, but it keeps sliding back. Whenever you make a mistake and you fix it, it's gonna try to slide back. Because of its cell level ability, the line gonna be a little more. See, over here, when I work on this side, over here, you already see a little bit of distortion on the line. I'm gonna keep working on it. Sometimes, back in the day when I use this gel, sometimes I don't even fix it. Just cause I know that it's gonna go right back. So why bother to fix it? And let me push this gel. Back in the day, I do this, and then I come back to work, and a moment later, it starts to slide in again. See, it's already start to move a little bit over here. Okay, you see here? I just fixed it, and it's already kind of trying to blend back, right back. So I'm fixing it again. See this side? See here? It start to move on you. It's start to deform. So I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna make it nice and straight. And this is why people are afraid of bead, you guys. When they use the wrong product, this is what happened. You have to fix it, and it's not perfect. And especially this is a simple line. This is a French line. Imagine if you do more intricate line and using bigger bead, because this is a small bead. And look, it's already caused so much trouble. And at this point, most people will just go ahead and kill this. And you don't see perfection. This side right here is not even. And you can try to go in and make it even, but you better be fast because it's gonna blend right back. And technically, these lines still can able to make you money, just not good money. It will put a bad taste in people's mouths. with a bad taste in people's eyes, because when they see this line, it's not a professional line. It's very crafty. It's not perfect. See, I'm fixing it. I'm keep fixing it, but it's still not in line. And the whole time I'm doing this, look at this beat. Look at that. It just stayed exactly where it did. Let me shake it. See, even when I shake it, and I'm going to do it for like 10 seconds just to show you, because, your client, they move. Your client, they don't stay still in one place, they move. And when they move, sometimes it distorts your beat. See, I can shake it, and you see this line keep its shape, but this line is already trying to curve a little bit. Let me do another line right on top. Let's do a straight line. First, let you clear texture gels. See this, every time I do line with clear texture gel and wooden bead on, I get excited. Because I know that it will listen to me. It will stay there. It will not move. And it's gonna be wonderful. And that's what I love about it. So anytime I get to do this, I get excited. Let's stop before we run out bead, because we also want to work on the other nails with the opposite gel. Okay, so this now I'm gonna use 3D jelly. See, this line is again, even after I fix it, it just fight its way back. That's what I don't like about it, is it doesn't listen. It's like a disobedient child. It doesn't really listen to you. Where the other one is stay exactly where it is. You see, this is already trying to like morph around already. And down here is lucky, because down here that is a tips, meaning there is a barrier down here already. So it can rely on that. But beat out in the middle of nowhere like this, it can deform very easily. Let's shake it again. See, it's keeping straight. And this you can see that it's curved a little bit already. Sorry, start acting up. See, and you're fixing it, and it will go right back. What this, when you're fixing it, it stays exactly where it is. So that is one of the most important ability of clear texture gel, is that it stays still in one place. Now, the other ability is when it's clear, you don't need any top coat. Because it would be very sad for you to do all these intricate line and then you have to top coat it. So when you take this out from the light, you keep for 60 seconds. When you take it out, you can be done with this. No top coat needed, because it's no wipe. Look at that. Look at this right here. You see that? You see, this is not a straight line. It's a crooked line. this is a pain when people choose builder gel to do these beads. Look, the line is all blend in together when they try to do emboss. The bead, again, it doesn't go smooth. I don't know if you can see it, but it's very wavy. The line, this also the same thing. So huge difference. Now, let's go ahead and cure these two. Okay, let's zoom back out and let's close this. And this, when you're done, you can just throw that away. So if it has some sticky gel on the surface, it doesn't interfere with the bottle. So we learned that today we learned this. It stays still, it's non-slipping, non-sliding. It don't need any top coat, which another great ability about it. And there also another ability. This gel can chrome. So you can apply chrome directly on this. And it will stick right on it. It will be beautiful. It'll be nice and shiny. Let's go ahead and dust this off. Now the reason why on the nude, chrome doesn't come off on the nude, it doesn't stick on the surface, because before I draw on this, I apply a layer of Teflon matte. So I put a layer of Teflon matte on, I cure for 60 seconds, then I do the tip and the design. So when you apply, you can be rough on this French line and it will not get stick on. The chrome will not get stick on. So it can chrome very well. So that's another extra ability about it. Now, when this come out, I am gonna top coat this. So how you protect this is you're gonna take a curling brush because it's built different than a liner brush. And you take in some top coat. You can soak top coat very well. Unlike the liner brush when you soak in top coat like this, it's trying to trip up. So it doesn't hold top coat well. And with a little bit of top coat so it doesn't drip, it's not enough to seal these lines right here. With a liner brush, let me zoom in so you can see the tip. See, the tip is very sharp and all the bulk of the top coat is dripped down here. It's very inconvenient. Rather than a coloring brush, the top coat, it condenses even right at the tips. So when you use it to top coat these beads, this is heaven. You can use the brush to sink right into the bead. It will be completely coated. Well, this is gonna be slightly difficult because of this fine point. So when it comes to top coat and working with top coat, I love to use the coloring brush for that. So I will take the coloring brush and I will run along the top surface of the bead, and it's going to drip down on the side in a little bit and completely cover the bead with top coat. And that is how I protect it. You can do it once or you can do it twice, double coat it just to make sure. On special occasion, I even put matte on the entire nail, including the bead, and then I trace back. The design would shine and it's so pretty. But that is how you protect it. And I'm not gonna even try to seal this one because it's such a disappointment. It is so different than the other nails. See, it is so beautiful. With this, you can see flaw and imperfection already. So this is the difference between the two. Let's take this away. So this is what you learned today. And there's gonna be a whole another lesson on 3D jelly and embossed jelly. They cover a very wide range of design. Just not design like this. Design like this, you need clear texture gels. So I hope that with this strategy and the use of this product, it's gonna help you a lot, because this is one of the most popular products everybody purchases in every order, and every one of my customers have this gel because of what it does. So don't forget to subscribe us on YouTube at Vo.tino Vo, and everything that I use today, including clear texture gel, is available on www.tinovo.shop. And until next time, bye-bye.